Brothers and sisters, you viewers of the world, thank you for joining us in this very great opportunity. We are so happy because we have our guest with us, who's Eric Bailey. Eric is originally from Jamaica and a man of the people, I should say. And we're going to be talking about music in Jamaica. Eric, thank you for accepting to join us in this dialogue with the world audience of Radio Eugene, Godfried International.
I'm so happy to be here with you, Eugene, and to interact with your audience.
Right. And when we talk about Jamaica, we talk about a variety of expressions.
That is true.
And we cannot talk about Jamaica and any part of the Caribbean without talking about music. Am I right?
You're so right. You're spot on.
Because music for us is part of our life. And our life is part of music as well.
That is true.
It's a complete interaction between the two. What is music without us? And what are we without expressing ourselves, sentiments and our experience through music, right? And Jamaica is very rich in music because Jamaica, before we continue, you can explain to the viewers and the listening brothers and sisters all over the world, when we say Jamaica, what is it we're talking about? Because it has to do with the human beings. And they are from various origins, right?
That is true.
We have
Jamaicans are very Afrocentric. Over 90% of the population are of African origin. And we have, of course, Europeans still living on the island, mainly from England, albeit a minority group. We have a significant Indian population, the Chinese population, and a Middle Eastern population, which is why we have as our motto, out of many, one people. And indeed, the influences came from all over the world to create what is distinctively known as the Jamaican musical expression.
Yes, absolutely. And when we say Jamaican musical expression, we're talking about various musical genres.
That is true, Eugene. And one of the first things I'd want to say, most persons know that Jamaica is rich in musical expressions. But I'd want your viewers and your listeners to be aware that what you hear as Jamaican music today, the popular forms such as reggae or dance hall, they came through years of evolution and went through various stages along the path to becoming what it is. And in order to appreciate fully what we hear today, we have to understand the process and we have to understand the historical context in which the art form evolved. Because indeed, Jamaica was the crucible within which what we now have as the pure Jamaican music was formed.
Precisely. And you mentioned the reggae. I do believe that there were other, and there are still other genres in Jamaica, right?
Yes, there is.
Well, okay. Well, why don't we allow and ask our guest, Eric Bailey. Remember, Eric is from Jamaica. What part of Jamaica?
I'm from Manchester, right in the middle of the island. My hometown is Mandeville.
Beautiful island, beautiful, absolutely beautiful island. Deep greenery, high mountains.
Lots of rivers, beautiful beaches, good wildlife. It's a beautiful place to be.
Absolutely.
And I want to reach out at this time to all Jamaicans listening, whether at home or abroad, and indeed the entire Caribbean and the world.
Exactly. Most of it all are very beautiful and intelligent people with historical contributions made in the process of liberation of our peoples or the Caribbean and the world. We will be talking about all these affairs in this program a little later, and if not also, we'll be having Eric with us on more occasions for us to look at different sides of the history and the composition of the totality of the cultural identity of Jamaica. But today we will be concentrating on music. And why don't we invite our guest, as we tried to formulate a while ago, to give us a little illustration, or just to point out these genres, the musical genres that we know in Jamaica, and give us little illustrations. With Eric Bailey right here with us. Please let us listen carefully and try to learn as much as possible from you.
Thank you very much, Eugene.
Eric.
You're making me sound like an expert, but I take a lot of pride in Jamaican music. And first of all, to recognize that what we have as Jamaican music is distinctively African.
Mm-hmm.
Those forms which came with our ancestors and expressed themselves in our traditional music, such as Dinky Mini, Pocomania, the Revivalists, some of them with religious overtones. They are all that which went into the foundations of what we now have as Jamaican music. But the first, what I would call Jamaican music is what's popularly called folk. And I'm going to be playing something from Ernest Smith. This song entitled Evening Time.
Come is clear, take the background, you're in the near.
This song is celebrating
Evening breeze
the end of a work day and people relaxing. Now, I could describe it for you, but it's better for you to listen to it and hear the distinctive Jamaican sound. You can join us and dance if you want to. It's not ballroom dancing, you just have fun. This particular song is being played by the world famous Pop 5. On and on and on and on and on and on. Steady era, and then we went to reggae. And there is no better person for me to play but than to play something from the esteemed, one and only, Honorable Robert Nesta Marley.
Man to man is so.
Now this song,
Children,
it has a lot of meaning in it.
who to trust.
I just want you to listen to it.
Your worst enemy
Could be your best friend,
Absolutely.
and your best friend.
your worst enemy.
Some will eat and drink with
Some
you,
will eat and drink with you.
and the eyes and
Susu. Susu mean they chat for you behind your back, you know what I mean?
Because you're up to.
Yes. From when this thing starts.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I mean? And I agree with them, London Cold.
Cold back.
At this time I also want to send a word to Jamaica as we are approaching general elections. I want to remind my brothers and sisters back on the island to let us have a peaceful election. Let us have conduct ourselves in a good way so that at the end of the process we can continue on the path of nation building. Really thank you for giving me the opportunity, Eugene, for coming and sharing a little bit of my country with you. And I look forward to coming again sometime soon.
Well, Eric, on behalf of the world audience of Radio Eugene, Godfried International Television, also viewers, we want to profoundly and from the bottom of our heart thank you